Good morning. There is a time and a season for all things. This is your season of harvest. You have sown perseverance. You have sown dedication. You have sown compassion. This is your season of harvest. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am Dr. Tracy Shannon, your presider, the interim dean for the School of Nursing and Allied Health. We will have our invocation by Mr. Thurman, Reverend Thurman, the assistant chaplain.
Thank you, Dr. Shannon. President Dr. Morris and others, let us pray. Holy God, we are honored this day to celebrate our nursing graduates. We all know how hard they have worked to get here, but no one knows it better than you. We thank you for the sacrifices they have made, as well as the sacrifices of their families who have made this day possible. And so we ask you for your blessings, both on our celebration here today and on the graduates themselves as they go forward to serve you as nurses in various capacities. Father God, creator of all, you are indeed the author of life. Give these newly capped and penned nurses courage to be defenders of life in a culture and an industry which values wealth and its access to health care, rather than a society which seeks to bring access and health care to all citizens, irrespective of their social prominence. Make them warriors on behalf of the vulnerable, the weak, the defenseless. We ask that you would give these men and women a burning passion for human life by being a witness to the human experience in both words and deeds. Make them bridges in their encounters with patients, families of patients, and co-workers. Give them the capacity to love those whom the world despises, the diseased, the dying, the poor, the enemy. Make them vehicles of your infinite love and cause them to be transparent in compassion and selfless in charity. We love you, Lord. We love you, Lord, today, yesterday, tomorrow, and forever. Amen and amen.
You may be seated. Our welcome and occasion will be done by Aaliyah Spivey, Senior Health Science student.
Good morning. To Dr. Charlotte P. Morris, Interim President, Tuskegee University, Dr. Tracy Shannon, Interim Dean, Osona, distinguished guest speaker, Colonel Michelle Joplin Bill, participants of the dailies, faculty, guests, family, students, and the graduating class of 2021. Welcome to the capping and pinning ceremony of Tuskegee University School of Nursing and Allied Health. The pinning is a rite of passage wherein graduating nursing students are welcomed into the profession of nursing. A nursing pinning ceremony is about honoring and celebrating nursing students on their journey to becoming a nurse. During this ceremony, the rite of passage is also extended to the pinning of Tuskegee University's allied health students, occupational therapy, and health science graduates, where they too will take their next step towards their journey of their professional stage. Once again, you are all welcomed.
A musical selection, Can't Give Up Now, Mr. Glenn Derrick Pearson.
I will have to climb. And there will be battles that I will have to fight. But victory or defeat, it's up to me to decide. But how can I expect to win if I never try? Oh, I just can't give up now. I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy, and I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. Never said there wouldn't be trials, never said I wouldn't fall. Never said that everything would go the way I wanted to go. But when my back is against the wall and I feel all hope is gone, I just lift my head up to the sky and say, help me to be strong. Oh, I just can't give up now. I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy, and I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. No, you didn't bring me out here to leave me lonely, even when I can't see clearly. I know that you are with me, so I just can't give up now. I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy, and I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. I just can't give up now. I've come too far from where I started from. Ooh, nobody told me that this road would be easy, and I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me.
We'll have special remarks by Dr. Charlotte P. Morris, Interim President, Tuskegee University.
Good morning. Dr. Shannon, other platform participants, ladies and gentlemen, Congratulations to the Nursing and Allied Health graduates and the honorees today. We are very proud of the legacy you have continued at Tuskegee University. The strength and recognition attained by you during this challenging year of the pandemic are a tribute to you, your interests, and your care for the profession for which you have chosen. Thank you, parents, for allowing them to be with the Tuskegee University family for this experience. Challenges is what makes life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. It was Mother Teresa who said, "It is not how much you do, but how much love you put in the doing." In your career, you may encounter many defeats, but you must never be defeated. Remember that life is a gift, and it offers you the privilege, opportunity, and responsibility to give something back by becoming more. Life doesn't begin here. It began when you made the decision to enroll in the Nursing and Allied Health program here at Tuskegee University. So do not stop here. Keep on learning. Learning is a treasure that cannot be taken away and will follow you everywhere. Keep that Tuskegee spirit going and never forget the reason that you decided to become a medical care professional in the first place. Congratulations again, and our very best wishes for a successful career going forward. Thank you.
You can't give up now. You've come too far. He's never going to leave you. The road may not be easy, but you have acquired everything that you need for this journey. You can't give up now. You must forge forward. We're going to have the introduction of the speaker, Colonel Michelle Y. Shelton, graduate of Tuskegee University's nursing program, class of 1992. Sit back and listen. You're going to get the best of two worlds this morning.
Good morning. Dr. Morris, Dr. Shannon, and other esteemed faculty and friends and family of Tuskegee University. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to introduce to you our speaker of the hour, who's going to speak to you about excellence and resilience in every way for every day. She is a retired U.S. Air Force colonel of nearly 26 years. And as she would put it, it was 25 years, 8 months, and 24 days, but who's counting? She's been a med-surg nurse, a medical surgical nurse, an obstetrical nurse, a nursery nurse, a flight nurse, and a medical war planner nurse. And after 10 years of bedside nursing, she transitioned to a C-suite healthcare executive where she directed clinical operations, managed budgets in excess of $50 million, and was the provost equivalent to the Medical and Education and Training Campus of the Armed Forces in San Antonio, Texas, at Fort Sam Houston, where she had oversight of over 42 allied health programs where over 15,000 students matriculated annually. She is now a healthcare executive for the Mayo Clinic of Jacksonville, Florida. Some call her servant leader, some call her mentor, and some call her friend. I call her my big sister. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Colonel Michelin Y. Joplin Beal, U.S. Air Force, retired. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. In keeping with the theme of resilience and excellence and overcoming adversity, I'd like to tell you that it's my pleasure to serve here as your guest speaker to commemorate these major milestones in your academic and your professional careers. Dr. Shannon, thank you so much for the invitation to speak here today. To our distinguished guests, Dr. Morris, Dr. Aglin, Reverend Thurman, and esteemed faculty of Mother Tuskegee, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here today. To the family and friends who are viewing us on live stream, thank you for joining us in celebration of this wondrous occasion. And most importantly, I'd like to recognize the honorees, our students of the graduates of this illustrious program. I'm humbled and honored to stand before you today as an alum from over 29 years ago as your keynote speaker for the School of Nursing and Allied Health 2021 pinning, capping, and white coat ceremonies. As I observed the classmates, the students walking in, I just saw the line kept coming and coming and coming. When I was coming in this program, we barely had 50 students in the program, and we graduated 21. And it is just so honored and humbling and exciting to see how expansive the program has grown, and it has expanded to include health service management and including all the other programs. Thank you, Dr. Shannon, for the opportunity again to speak here. Thank you, Michelle, for your kind words. You'd think she's known me all my life or something. She's actually my twin sister, for those of you who don't know. I am the master of my fate, captain of my soul. Ladies and gentlemen, that was an excerpt from a poem, Invictus, by William Henley Hurst. Invictus is a Latin term for unconquerable or undefeated. It's one of my favorite poems in that it embodies resiliency, consistency of purpose, inner strength, and excellence. His poem serves as a metaphor of life's unpredictable circumstances and how one overcomes adversity. Today, we're here to recognize you with a centuries-old ritual of pinning, capping, and donning of the white coats. Despite these tumultuous times, uncertainty, and adverse conditions, you made it. You're here today because of your passion, dedication, and overwhelming resiliency. I heard the young lady present some of the history, but what I can tell you a little bit more history behind that, as many people don't know the history of these traditions. So I thought I'd indulge you with a little bit of history lesson as I have a captive audience. Please indulge me for a few minutes. Up until the 1800s, doctors wore black, similar to priests and other clergy members. Black attire was and is considered formal, for example, in today's tuxedo. Until about 1900, physicians wore black for their patient interactions, since medical encounters were thought of as a serious and formal matter. In addition, an additional alternative possibility for the darkened garb was that until about the late 19th century, seeking medical advice was usually a last resort and usually a precursor to death. An encounter with a healthcare professional was rarely benefited the patient. In fact, it was up to that point, virtually all of medicine was presumed to be quackery. Conversely, through the 1900s, the white coat became a symbol of medical excellence and purity. It continued to gain momentum in the 20th century as it progressed. And some physicians believed that street clothes or outside clothes would spread germs easily, so they thought having a white coat would help prevent some of that infection. There are many theories about why the white coats became more and more popular, but I'll tell you, by the end of World War II, with the advent of antibiotics, white coats became the standard for healthcare clinicians, such as medical students, fellows, nurses in North America. Intended for first-year students in medical schools, nursing, and physician assistant programs, the white coat ceremony is a rite of passage. It often took place in initial days of orientation, and it serves to welcome students into healthcare practice and evaluate the core of humanism and the core of healthcare. It provides a powerful emphasis on compassion in combination with scientific excellence. The most important element of the ceremony is the oath that the students take in front of their family members, school leadership, and their peers to acknowledge their central obligation to caring for the patient. Like the white coat ceremony, the nursing and pinning and capping ceremony is a recognition of students' readiness for the profession. The pinning ceremony is a time-honored tradition. It's rich with symbolism, and the history can be traced all the way back to the Crusades of the 12th century. The Knights of the Order of the Hospital of St. John the Baptist tended to the injured and the infirmed. Crusaders. The modern-day ceremony dates back to 1855, when Florence Nightingale was awarded the Red Cross of St. George by Queen Victoria in recognition for her tireless service to the injured during the Crimean War. Florence Nightingale spent her nightly rounds giving personal care to all the wounded. The soldiers would see her in the lamp approaching in the distance, giving them hope. The nursing lapel pin symbolized the tradition of providing the care to the ill and the infirmed. And the capping ceremony has been an important tradition since the founding of the first training schools. The nurse cap instilled confidence in sick patients and garnered respect from patients at the bedside. The cap was also distinct by the school and later became the brand as it represented the school and offered the student a sense of purpose, acknowledged the responsibility they've since undertaken. And I see that here today as your caps and your white coats, and you have your red and crimson and gold there on your uniforms. The white coat, pinning, and capping ceremonies serve as a rite of passage to emphasize the compassionate patient care and dedication to the rigors of the profession. It's not graduation. Rather, it's a reflection of the professional journey thus far and what you've learned and how you've grown. I know this isn't the ceremony that you envisioned since you came on campus. I'm sure you've been dreaming about your capping, pinning, and white coat ceremonies to have it with your family and friends, cheering you on. Family and friends, if you could hear me, say a whoop whoop. I'm confident your family and friends are beaming in pride from their virtual platforms, which they're looking at you right here today. You've just matriculated through one of the oldest schools of nursing in the nation at a mere 129 years old, and one of the first baccalaureate programs in the state of Alabama. You have that to be proud of. We talked about legacy. You are now following the steps of those who've blazed trails before you. This program has been hailed as one of the most demanding and challenging. I'm sure we can all attest to that. Like many before you, you've endured countless nights of sleepless nights, numerous exams, clinical hours, the drive from here to Montgomery to Auburn, the skill labs, and we won't even mention the meltdowns. I'm sure some of you have had a few. Trust me, I was here. I've had mine myself, and they were probably warranted. In addition to the academic rigor, you've faced adversity and uncertainty related to finances, academic struggles due to COVID, and heck, even today's ceremony was uncertain until a few weeks ago. So I'm grateful you're here and we're able to have this ceremony today to commemorate your time here. You have forged lifelong bonds with your peers and shared experiences that only a student from this program can understand. You've encouraged each other through endless study groups and probably consumed enough caffeine that you could own your own coffee franchise by now. Guess what? All that's about to change. You're now at the end of one journey and you're beginning another. Despite the circumstances, I ask you to remember this time and forge your paths as agents for healthcare change with purpose, vision, passion, and continued excellence. I charge you to do this because the pandemic, while disruptive, has highlighted systemic healthcare inequities in the United States. Therefore, it leaves vast opportunities for newly minted healthcare professions such as yourselves to help close the gap. Don't start here. I encourage you to continue to advance your education and be confident in the program that you are prepared to face the world. There's so many opportunities to make a difference, from traditional hospital care to home care to telehealth remote care. With the advances in healthcare, from artificial intelligence, innovation, and biotechnology, healthcare reach is only limited by one's imagination. We all have seen what happens when people come together for a common cause. In the words of Booker T. Washington, can't leave a speech out without quoting our famous leader here from many years ago. Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life, but by the obstacles which he has overcome. You're here today because you have overcome these obstacles and much adversity. As you transition either to clinicals or out of the didactic and assimilations to game on, caring for real patients, take pride in the fact that in the year 2020, Americans rated medical professionals, especially nursing, as one of the most honored professions for their honesty and high ethical standards, and have consistently done so for the past 19 years. Heavy the load who wears the crown. I know you have the stamina to stand for, to fight for, and to promote healthier conditions. Our communities need you today more than ever. You're not just a nursing and allied health students of the School of Nursing and Allied Health. You are the stewards of the future of healthcare. You've got this. In my role as a healthcare administrator, healthcare organizations strive for high reliability. What is this, you say? It's a journey. It's a journey, and it's a lifelong journey to deliver quality, safe healthcare leading towards zero harm and improve healthcare equity for all. Best wishes to you as you embark upon your journey in the coming years. Thank you.
Purpose, vision, and passion. You have been empowered even today. She's identified what our purpose is as healthcare professionals. The passion that comes from within motivates you and energizes you to want to give quality patient care with zero error. Purpose, vision, and you make sure always that you have passion. That's what drives you to do what you have set out to do. We are very proud of you. Thank you so much, Colonel Michelin Joplinville. The best of two worlds. Did I not say that we were going to get the best of two worlds? They're twins. Both acquired their degrees here. Their start was here at Tuskegee University, the first baccalaureate program in the state of Alabama. That's the legacy. That's the legacy. Now you shall go forward and not just do great things, but greater things shall you do moving forward. The presentation of the occupational therapy penning class will be done by Miss India Blakely, first year occupational therapy graduate student.
Good morning. I will begin with the graduating occupational therapy students. Breon Brumfield from Luling, Louisiana. Keep going. Brianna Davison from Valley, Alabama. Kirsten Fluellen from Macon, Georgia. Darius Holmes from Warner Robins, Georgia. Gabrielle Thomas from Atlanta, Georgia. Jasmine Vaughn from Lithonia, Georgia. And now we will have the occupational therapy students, second year graduate students. Jakar Bernard from Jackson, Alabama. Aaron Bowman from Montgomery, Alabama. Kyra Caldwell from Chicago, Illinois. Danielle Calhoun from Tuskegee, Alabama. Faith Carter from LaPlace, Louisiana. Ashanti Coffey from League City, Texas. Raven Daniels from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Amani Finley from Fresno, California. Ariana Ford from Dallas, Texas. Kiara Greenwood from West Palm Beach, Florida. Jalen Heath from Anniston, Alabama. Dominique Jefferson from New York, New York. Danielle Johnson from Montgomery, Alabama. Sydney Kears from Aiken, South Carolina. Jamichael Manley from Tuskegee, Alabama. Destiny McClendon from Albany, Georgia. Naomi McClung Campbell from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Anthony Neal from Indianapolis, Indiana. Alicia Oliver from Evergreen, Alabama. Dara Rogers from Memphis, Tennessee. Jasmine Rose from Birmingham, Alabama. Akira Smith from Hurtsboro, Alabama. China Solomon from Loganville, Georgia. Tiara Storms from Los Angeles, California. Damon Stokes from Homewood, Illinois. Cameron Wesley from Birmingham, Alabama. Ayana Williams from San Jose, California. Anitra Willis Hopkins from Chicago, Illinois. Janicia Wilson from Jacksonville, Alabama. Alexis Zimmerman from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Thank you.
You may be seated when all sit down.
Presentation of Health Science Penning Class, Ms. Mary Arrington.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the penning class of occupational therapy.
You may be seated.
Good morning. It is an honor to present to you the graduating class of health science majors of Tuskegee University at this time. Will you please stand, majors? Before we present the 2021 graduates, we have one graduate here from 2020, Kia Brown from Sacramento, California. Please come up. First of all, will all of you line up? You can take your line up. The graduates will be penned by Dr. Janet Lewis Clark, Interim Director of Allied Health. Director of Allied Health and Director of OT. Once again, presenting Kia Brown, 2020 graduate. From Sacramento, California. Thank you. Zakia Chambers, Port Barnes, Louisiana. Jalen Page, Dallas, Texas. Taderica Redding, Americus, Georgia. Aaliyah Spivey, Adamsville, Alabama. Ambria Walker, Tuskegee, Alabama. Kaya Hawkins, Brooklyn, New York. And Tamia Willingham King, Moulton, Alabama. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2020 and the class of 2021 of health science majors at Tuskegee University. Thank you. You may be seated.
Presentation of the White Coat and Nursing Penning class, Ms. Eridat Ajibola, junior class student.
Good morning. Will the nursing penning class of 2021 please stand? Lovely Coleman from Birmingham, Alabama. Jalea Giles from Columbus, Georgia. Paula Odogu from Lagos, Nigeria. Lois Smith from Mobile, Alabama. Shakiria White from Mobile, Alabama. And Deasia Williams from Summerville, South Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the nursing pending class of 2021.
Presentation of nursing capping class, Ms. Shakiria White, senior nursing student.
Good morning. Will the nursing capping class of 2021 please stand?
Keeper of the Flame, Ms. Lois Smith. Second ranking student, Ms. Shakiria White. Third ranking student, Ms. Paula Odowu.
Shantia Adams from Duluth, Georgia. Iradat Aljabola from Lithonia, Georgia. Amina Allen from Long Beach, California. Raina Allen from South Holland, Illinois. Skylar Bradley from North Las Vegas, Nevada. Linnea Cacho from Los Angeles, California. Michaela Davis from Daphne, Alabama. Felicia Francis from Miami, Florida. Caitlin Garner from Colleyville, Tennessee. Kayla Gray from Birmingham, Alabama. Shaniqua Grayson from Sylacauga, Alabama. Haley Hawkins from Columbia, South Carolina. Latiana Hicks from Columbus, Georgia. Brianna Hill from Compton, California. Tamika Howell from Indianapolis, Indiana. Autumn Kelly from Nashville, Tennessee. Taylor Kimbrook from McDowell, Georgia. Jasmine Lawrence from Bloomington, Illinois. Tatiana Lee from Montgomery, Alabama. Jessica Malone from Montgomery, Alabama. Courtney Phillips from San Diego, California. Kaylin Rucker from South Haven, Mississippi. Autumn Sanders from Oxford, Georgia. Courtney Smalls from Fort Valley, Georgia. Cynthia Smith from Columbus, Georgia. Autumn Sproles Brownfield from Floss Moon, Illinois. Akila Stewart from Auburn, Alabama. Tiffany Stovall from Ellenwood, Georgia. Sonia Sweat from Phoenix City, Alabama. Kaylin Thomas from Birmingham, Alabama. Tanisha Thrope from Ackworth, Georgia. Acacia Tyler from Hawthorne, California. Asia Turner from La Mesa, California. Asmina Turner from Chicago, Illinois. Stacy Wagura from Seattle, Washington. Bree Watson from Tuskegee, Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the nursing cap and class of 2021.
You may be seated. What an awesome accomplishment for all of you in the School of Nursing and Allied Health. Our professional pledges will be done at this time. The Allied Health Pledge, Dr. Janet Lewis Clark, Interim Program Director, OT Department Head, Allied Health.
Will the class of 2020 and 2021 of Health Science please stand? Will the Occupational Therapy class of 2021 please stand? That's both of you, the May graduates as well. I know y'all want to be called out. I'm proud of you. So will you raise your right hand and repeat after me? As a healthcare professional dedicated to enhancing the well-being of individuals and communities, I am committed to achieving and sustaining the highest level of professional competence. To fulfilling my responsibilities with compassion for patients suffering and to help patients make their own informed choices about health care whenever possible. Recognizing that effective health promotion, disease prevention, and curative and long-term care are products of the combined efforts of teams of health professionals. I pledge collaboration with all my colleagues, similarly committed to meeting the healthcare needs of individuals and their communities. Further, I will work within my profession to encourage placement of the patient's and the public's interests above the self-interest of my individual profession. So this is the time when I say congratulations, and you can have a seat, but before I sit down today, I know, like the speaker said, we've come through a pandemic, and we are here among the living and celebrating your accomplishment. So to each of you, darlings, I wish you the best. Make me proud. Go do and be the greatest. You can maybe be seated. Congratulations.
Hello. The nursing pinning class of May 2021, please stand. We're going to say the Nightingale pledge. Please raise your right hand. and repeat after me. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous, and I will not take or knowingly administer any harmful medication. I will do all in my power to elevate the standard of my profession. And will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping. And all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty will I endeavor to aid the physician in his work. And I devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. Congratulations. And when you look at that pledge and reflect on it, nursing is a vocation. Congratulations for being called in this vocation.
We will have acknowledgments by Dr. Hashmat Aglin, the Interim Provost, Tuskegee University.
Thank you, Dean Shannon. Good morning. Let me acknowledge some of our distinguished alumni. Start with our speakers. Colonel Michelin Joplin Beale is a 1992 graduate of the Tuskegee University Nursing Program. She is retired from the United States Air Force. She is president-elect for the Tuskegee University National Nursing Alumni Association, TUNA. Also, her twin sister, Colonel Michelle Shelton, is a 1992 graduate of the Tuskegee University Nursing Program. She currently serves in the United States Air Force. She is the vice president-elect for the Tuskegee University National Alumni Association. Tony. Thank you, Mr. President. Let me recognize our own Dr. Edward Elgar for sharing his musical gift with us this morning. Also, I'd like to recognize Mr. Glenn Pearson as he shared his vocal gift while singing Cannot Give Up Now. For our graduates, we are very proud of you. Congratulations and best wishes from the Tuskegee University family as you embark upon the next phase in your life. Congratulations, and we're very proud of you. We always look at you as one of our graduates. For our juniors, remember what Mr. Pearson said, cannot give up now. Thank you again, and have a great day, everyone.
This time, I would like for our speaker to come forward. We just want to show you how much we appreciate your selfless service to not only the United States of America, but to Tuskegee University. We thank you for coming. We thank you for sharing your wisdom, your knowledge, which empowers us today. This is just a token of our love to you. Thank you so much. We want the person who introduced our speaker to come forward, Colonel Michelle. This is a token of our appreciation to you because you love your sister and we love you. And we want to thank you for, again, taking the time out to come and make sure that she got here and to make sure that we were able to receive what had been imparted unto her to give to us. So thank you so much for that. Thank you. Now we'll have our benediction by Reverend Thurman.
Oh, I pronounced the benediction. I forgot to bring you greetings from Dean Gray, our Dean of the Chapel. He could not be here today because he is on the planning committee for commencement, of which many of you will be participating on Sunday. So he is taking care of duties for Sunday morning. Let us stand, please. God, we thank you for all that we have seen and heard here today under the canopy of this sacred space. We ask your blessings upon the lives and careers of these young men and women who have been set apart to do this work of healing amongst mankind. May their lives be filled with a sense of purpose, and may they find joy, unspeakable joy, in their service to their patients from all walks of life. Now, Lord, as we leave and go our separate ways from this space, bind our hearts in a hunger and a thirst for a more equitable system of health care, that health care may become an inalienable right granted to every human citizen around the globe. Help us, present here today, to be torchbearers of that movement. In your matchless and mighty name we pray. Amen.